Hi everybody, this is Alchymyst02 back again with another movie review. And yesterday in the cinema, I saw Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. And to be honest, I like this movie equally, if not more, than the first 4 films of the Harry Potter franchise, because personally I think they're more accurate and I think more attention to detail was paid. However, my only nag is that there were some scenes that were in the book that had to be cut due to the time constraints, and I sort of agree with my dad with the aspect that this should have been made into just one movie entirely, but I think Warner Brothers saw the cash cow and wanted to milk it for all it was worth. No offense, but it's just an opinion. But to be honest with you, I absolutely love this film, even though it's brooding, dark, ominous, and just plain depressing in parts. But there is some lightheartedness and some humor and romance and even emotions of envy and jealousy, and some really good lessons to be learned from this. And there was one particular moment in the film that reminded me of Carlos Castaneda's Yaqui Way of Knowledge. If you've ever read it, then you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say what that particular part was, but I noticed the similarities in that, and I'm wondering if Rowling actually read Castaneda. Kind of makes me go, But I absolutely love that particular part of the film itself, and I thought it was just very profound and philosophical, and made you think quite a bit. I like movies that make you think and that make the cogs in your head start turning. This movie as a whole, I was very tempted to give it 5 stars at the first, but noticing the fact that there were some scenes that I would have kept that were important to the development of all the characters, I have to say I'm going to give this 3.5 out of 4, just because of that. But all in all, I thought this was a really superb film. It was just thrilling and phenomenal. Just the action sequences were nail biting, hang on to the edge of your seat, scary. And there were a couple of parts that frightened me. Well, not really frightened, but they startled me, even though I was expecting something to happen. It just made me jump. There was one moment in the film in which I cried like a little baby. I won't give away that particular scene, but if you are a Harry Potter fan, then I will forewarn you just to take along some Kleenex just for good measure, because I guarantee you that this particular scene will definitely get your waterworks going. I really think that the actors and actresses have portrayed their parts just fabulously. They've really been molded and melded into their parts, and I actually see the actors themselves as the characters, which I think is a real compliment. Personally, I think Rupert Grint, who plays Ron Weasley, I think that this was his finest portrayal yet. Emma Watson as Hermione, she's really grown, and she plays a very strong female role. Helena Bonham Carter was more threatening and just devilish and wicked in this particular installment than the others. And there was one scene that just it made me cringe. It was almost hard for me to watch, but just the way that it was portrayed, I just loved it, and I definitely recommend this for Harry Potter fans, no matter how much of a purist you are about the books. Now, I love the books, but I'm not going to be that much of a purist, to be honest with you, because I just thought that this installment was superior. I really do. It's just perfect. Everything I would have had it done the same way. I probably would have added some of the things that I thought were necessary that were left out due to time constraints, of course. But I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend it for Harry Potter fans. And if you haven't seen it, then go see it. But I wouldn't. I don't think young children who are under the age of 7 would really. Well, they might understand what's going on because children are pretty intelligent. But some of the scenes that I won't say which ones they are, but there are some elements in this brooding, just hopelessness, and kind of almost apocalyptic tone that this one takes that the other ones haven't, and it's definitely trepidatious, and I would proceed with caution if you're taking younger ones because they will probably be scared witless. Just be careful with little kids taking them to this film. Just warn them that it's going to be scary, but it's actually not that bad, I thought. Even though I did jump a couple times, I really enjoyed it, and I just think it is the pinnacle. And I cannot wait for the climax and the denouement because I'm really excited to see how this particular director portrays all of this cinematic form. And of course, Andre Desplat as the composer. I just adore Andre Desplat. He's one of my heroes as a conductor. I've many of his soundtracks, and he is a musical genius. And just this soundtrack, this particular movie has the most epic, gorgeous, gripping soundtrack I've ever heard in a film. Besides some others I've seen recently. I mean, the orchestral score is nothing short of just absolutely breathtaking. It just leaves you utterly spellbound. I mean, the whole thing is just magic, I think. It just portrays the mood and just hits the particular scenes just perfectly. I just love this. And I really want the soundtrack, but I can't afford it right now. But beyond that, I would give this movie 3.5 stars out of 4. I mean, excellent film. Not perfect, but excellent nonetheless. 2 thumbs way up.